Good day, good morning, welcome. How are we keeping this Thursday morning for our regular webinar catch-up? My name is Chloe Tetro. I'm the health coach here with Ready Care. For this morning, we're going to be looking at the wonderful topic of the brain and laughter as an adjunct to lifestyle dietary health advice given by Andrew. So the brain and laughter. If anybody ever says to me, what way could you choose to die? I will always say, like Chrysippus, the 3rd century Greek philosopher who died laughing at his own joke. That is the way that I choose to go. So let's have a quick sconce at what is involved, how laughter and brain function can interplay to actually have very positive correlating effects with our mental health, our physical health, and our cognitive health. So to begin with, let's have a quick sconce at the brain and laughter. So the brain's function and the relationship with laughter would give us a really, really good insight as to how something like even humor, laughter, comedy, etc. can have such a profound impact on our actual neurobiology. At the heart of the research would be the release of endorphins. So every time we laugh, we release endorphins, and they are our body's natural mood elevators. So it'd be researched by Robin Dunbar at Oxford University, which was published in the Proceedings of the Royal Society, that looked at the engaging in social laughter, so not just by ourselves, although I would argue that having a great laugh by yourself is fantastic in itself. It significantly increases endorphin release. So that not only creates a feeling of pleasure and well-being, which is intrinsically what endorphins give us, but it also provides natural pain relief. So that's mad going for comedy shows instead of paracetamol. It's a phenomenon facilitated by the activation of opioid receptors in the brain. So when we laugh, it is a natural painkiller, which is brilliant. Laughter's influence extends to lots of different brain regions and would do a kind of complex neural engagement with each other. There's a study in neuropsychology that looked at this and highlighted the appreciation of humor engaging the frontal lobe and the limbic system. So those regions, the frontal lobe would be responsible for social emotions and responses, whereas the limbic system, which is back here, I'm not just waving, would be central to emotional regulation. So the two of them work together when we laugh. That neural activity indicates that laughter plays a role in enhancing cognitive function, like creativity, problem solving, and emotional intelligence. So if we look at those benefits in and of themselves, creativity, enhanced creativity, brilliant, fantastic. Enhanced problem solving, brilliant, fantastic. And emotional intelligence has such a knock-on domino effect as to how we engage and show up and behave in our life with ourselves, others, our habits, our every day. It's absolutely massive. Anything that can help us towards that is fantastic. And the stress reducing properties of laughter are just as significant. There's research in the American Journal of Medical Science that demonstrated that laughter leads to notable decrease in the stress hormone like cortisol and adrenaline. We usually feel less stressed when we laugh, or in my particular case, I tend to make more jokes when I'm more stressed, but look, there's anomalies everywhere. The reduction not only provides immediate stress relief, there we go, that's why I do it, but also contributes to long-term brain health. So the less cortisol we have, we chat about cortisol all the time, chronic stress, the effects of cognitive decline, health, anxiety, depression with elevated cortisol levels. Immune function tends to go down with elevated cortisol level. So it's safeguarding against all of the adverse effects that chronic stress can have on our cognitive flexibility. It also impacts neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity would be the brain's ability to change its neural pathways. So our behaviors, our thoughts, our ways of being, how we are shaped on a brain level is through neural pathways. So the ones we repeat most often are the ones most ingrained. They're the ones we tend to go to quickest. Neuroplasticity then is the mechanism involved in change, in changing our mind, literally. It's how we create new pathways, new ways of thinking, new ways of behaving, and laughter has a profound impact on our ability to do that. So if we're thinking from a change management perspective, adopting new behaviors and change is exceedingly hard anyway. But from a brain level, your brain hates change. It's like, nope, we know what we're doing. This is going to take the least amount of stress and energy. This is what we're doing. So having that extra tool to support change is absolutely vital. And laughter will do this by stimulating various brain regions, which will enhance the brain's adaptability, and its ability to recover from things like even brain injuries and improving that mental agility in everyday life. So an awful lot happening up here with regards to laughter. So with regards behaviors, then how does that affect how we show up in the world? How does that affect our interactions, let's say? So laughter will serve as a powerful catalyst for psychological health and a driver of positive behavioral change. It builds resilience. So anything that influences our capability for creativity, like we mentioned, and change will build resilience. It builds our ability to bounce back from something that, is quote unquote a failure or a challenge, an obstacle. It's intrinsically tied to that neuroplasticity, that adaptability. So laughter can help to build resilience, and resilience is like almost hashtag resilience in businesses and workplaces at the moment. But essentially, as I said, any support to aiding adaptability at the brain, great stuff. So laughter is one of them. It also fosters, obviously, a positive mindset and offers a natural defense against anxiety and depression. So researchers published in the Journal of Neuroscience, Psychology and Economics, which is a very vast array of topics in the one journal, underscores the humor's role as an effective coping mechanism, which we know plenty of people like that in the world, myself included, that when things get a little bit hairy, it's a very good way to dispel some of the stress and anxiety that happens with it. It facilitates emotional strength and adaptability in the face of challenges. Laughter encourages that shift in perspective, allowing individuals to view problems in a new light and fosters a sense of optimism, which is brilliant. Especially in trying periods, having that ability to shift just ever so slightly out of our perspective, that allows us to have much better problem solving skills and optimism, being able to view a problem from not just the way we faced it on, but something adjunct to it. And then socially, because oftentimes laughter is a social activity. It plays a critical role in strengthening connections and enhancing group dynamics, which is very important in any workplace settings, any team building. Having the ability to have humor, it allows social bonding to happen at a much greater level. There's a study in psychological science demonstrating that shared laughter not only increases feelings of closeness, because with the endorphins, you can release oxytocin. And oxytocin would be the chemical that bonds us to other human beings. It's the hugging chemical, basically. It also enhances group cohesion. If we all laugh at one particular thing, there's a sense of cohesion that forms with each other. The social bonding aspect is crucial for mental health. Strong social connectors are then correlated with reduced risk of mental health disorders and a higher overall life satisfaction. There are lots of burgeoning ways that is burgeoning the word I'm looking for, probably new ways that laughter is being implemented as a therapeutic tool intervention. Things like laughter yoga, laughter therapy are becoming more and more prevalent in the therapeutic side, health and well-being. It's increasingly adopted in various settings, from nursing homes, really good results there, because of the laughter's ability to help with mental agility to corporate environments. And there's plenty of versatility as a tool for psychological well-being with it, but not just from a cognitive and psychological well-being perspective, but let's look at laughter's role on overall physical health, how it actually impacts physical body health. So the cardiovascular health, for example, is significantly enhanced by regular laughter. In the study of American Journal of Cardiology, it was revealed that laughter leads to an improvement in blood flow and vascular function, suggesting its potential role in cardiovascular disease prevention and management. It's a very nice way to go into cardiovascular health prevention and management. Laughter also has a profound effect on the immune system, and this is something that we touched on slightly. So with reduction in cortisol levels, the immune function can better function. In the Journal of Psychosomatic Medicine, research showed that laughter enhances the body's immune response, increasing the production of antibodies and activating key immune cells such as T cells, which is, again, phenomenal. just being able to laugh at something is going to increase your body's production of T cells, which is absolutely amazing. This bolsters immune function and it's a crucial role for enhancing the body's ability to resist infections. May play a role in improving outcomes for patients with autoimmune disorders. Furthermore, laughter functions as a form of physical exercise. I would say, that's any physical exercise, really. Engaging in hearty laughter, if you've ever done it, get your belly involved. It exercises the diaphragm, the abdominal, respiratory, and facial muscles, and provides a workout for the heart. The New England Journal of Medicine published a case study illustrating that a good laugh can lead to an increase in heart rate, oxygen consumption, similar to the effects of moderate physical exercise. So again, if I had my pick, I would probably go for the good laugh instead. So yeah, overall, there's a massive amounts of health benefits to brain, body, cognitive, behavioral effects and laughter. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. I seem to always be sneezing on these webinars. Excuse me. Neurological benefits. You'll have the triggers endorphin, so our happy well-being hormone, inducing pleasure and pain relief. So it has an analgesic effect on the body. Activating the prefrontal cortex, limbic system, which enhances cognitive functions like creativity and problem solving. Reduction in stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, mitigating stress and its long-term effects on the brain. Potentially improving neuroplasticity, which aids the brain's adaptability, recovery, change management, all of the great things. It builds resilience and fosters a positive mindset, serves as a natural defense against anxiety and depression, which is lovely coming into the winter months, enhances emotional strength and adaptability, shifts perspective, being able to look at problems in a new light and enabling a more optimistic outlook. From a behavioral and social standpoint, it strengthens our social bonds, improves group dynamics, increases feelings of closeness, group cohesion, and can encourage healthier lifestyle choices through a more positive outlook. Which again, if you're feeling good about yourself, if your confidence levels are good, your social bonding is good, your endorphins are good, you're more likely to make changes and adopt behaviors that are more in line with looking after yourself. You'll think more highly of yourself. You'll think of things that will enhance and further enhance your engagement with your everyday. From a physical and health perspective, on a physiological level, that's not just brain functions, it improves cardiovascular health by enhancing blood flow and vascular function, boosts the immune system by increasing antibody productions, activating T cells, which is amazing, I think, and functions as mild physical exercise, benefiting the diaphragm, abdominal, respiratory, and facial muscles, and provides natural form of pain relief, as we'd said, which might help with the outcomes of patients with chronic pain conditions. That's me. That is the Brain and Laughter Whirlwind Bus Tour for this morning. So hope you enjoyed that and have a newfound appreciation for an old cackle into the night. That is me for today. Andrew's back next week, Monday. Next Thursday morning with his webinar, and hope you have a nice rest of your day. Bye now.